Call of Duty is one of gaming's inescapable powerhouses, and for years it has expressed interest in a movie adaptation. Although we still haven't seen a Call of Duty movie yet, the future of this film might surprise you. So join us as we dive deep into the COD universe and uncover all of the secrets and plans for a film. Before we tell you all we know about the film, we'd like to take a step back and see what Call of Duty offers and how it was evolved over the years. The video game is a first-person shooter game that quickly grew into a franchise since its first release in 2003. The game allows players to immerse themselves as soldiers in wartime scenarios. Over the years, Call of Duty has come out with many different scenarios. When the games came out, it first focused on games set in World War II, and over time the series has seen games set in the midst of the Cold War, futuristic worlds, and the modern day.
You got any ideas? Just one.
The breakthrough title for the entire franchise was Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, which introduced a new modern setting, which later influenced the creation of a remastered version released in 2016. Apart from that, inside the sub-series, there were two more entries, Modern Warfare 2 and 3. Then there was also a reboot with Modern Warfare in 2019, with a sequel released in 2022. Given the huge fame and success the game has received over the years, especially with Modern Warfare, it has been reported that they're working on a brand new standalone game set to be released in 2023. Although the franchise is doing more than okay, there have been a few ideas in the past to make it into a movie adaptation. However, there simply hasn't come a time for this movie to happen. But Call of Duty doesn't slow down. Even though a film hasn't happened so far, the gaming community is still thrilled to see yet another version of their beloved game released. It has been 20 years since the first COD game was released, and the game still is a huge fascination among people. Given how legendary this video game has become, one would believe that throughout its 20 years of existence, there would be at least one movie out there, right? Well, as sad as we are to admit, the production of a COD movie hasn't been easy. Rumors have long swirled about a potential movie. Though the series has produced several live-action commercials and some of its campaigns have been disparaged as interactive movies, Call of Duty has never had the Hollywood treatment. There have been a few rumors back in 2015 that there were plans to take this game to the big screen. However, all of this came crashing down and there was no film, even though there were writers and directors ready to jump on board and create a live adaptation of this video game. Today, there have been a few rumors here and there that a Call of Duty movie could potentially be made in the near future. However, no one has confirmed nor denied anything about it. It would be a shame not to see this film happen, as it has the potential to be brilliant. Some of the most iconic moments in gaming history have spawned from these games. In 2020, plans were made to smash that like button if you haven't done so already. But no, plans were made to move forward with this film, and later on, Stefano Sollima was attached as the director for the project. However, the bad news just kept coming. Months later, the movie was put on hold indefinitely, and the director said that the project stood still and that it was no longer a priority of Activision, the company behind Call of Duty. So where does that leave us? To be honest, we aren't so sure. The video game has a new game set to release this year, but when it comes to answering questions about a film, they don't appear to say much. As Sollima said, it appears that making this film isn't a priority at the moment. However, 3 years have passed since the project was paused. So could they simply jump back on board and give us what we have been waiting for? Well, it isn't that simple, but technically they could. If Activision is ready to move forward and make the film, then we believe that the film could be done by 2024. Money has never been the issue about this project, but we believe that there has been a lack of hope for the movie and how well it will perform. This might come as a shock, but not all video game adaptations are huge hits. Over the years, some have performed terribly and have been a miss for the studio. So to have another one released without knowing how well it will be perceived by the viewers is a huge risk for the entire studio. With that being said, we still don't know when we'll be able to see it, but our best speculation would be that it could be released in 2024 if they get to filming ASAP. Think about it. They had already planned to make a movie in 2015 and 2020, so to have that same project resurface wouldn't be that shocking. If everyone is on board to make it this year, following the release of the new game, it might be a huge success for them. If this is the plan, then we might see it in 2024 or even early 2025. Yes, it's a long time, but we've already waited long enough and we just want to see this film. One of the major rumors that surfaced in the past year that made everyone think that this movie is happening was the fact that The Rock is joining the cast of Call of Duty film. Last year, Dwayne Johnson revealed that he's set to star in another movie based on a video game, having already been in big screen adaptations of Rampage and Doom.
Semper Fi, motherfucker.
In this interview, he also revealed that he can't say which game in particular it will be, but that it'll be huge. Some sources have confirmed that it'll be a Call of Duty film. It has also been said that Johnson is in talks with studios over plans to smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. But no, in all seriousness, he's in talks over plans to make the hugely successful FPS games into a Hollywood blockbuster. Surely Johnson isn't new to the entire action genre. He has already been a part of major video game adaptations, and when a film has Johnson in the leading role, it's destined for success. He would be the best choice for this film, and seeing how eager he is to make another video game adaptation, we believe that it'll only make studios get down to business immediately. Apart from this, no other cast members have been revealed. Keep in mind that we still have no idea if and when this movie will happen, so to hear that someone has been cast in a movie that could not happen would be nonsense. When things get confirmed, you can bet that we'll be the first to tell you all about it. Another major question about this film is what the storyline would be. This all depends on which game they'll decide to remake and when the story will be set. As we mentioned, Call of Duty has been set in World War II, the Cold War, modern scenarios, and even a futuristic world, so which direction this movie will take is unknown. If they decide to go with the first game that was released in 2003, then the events will most likely take place in World War II, but given the huge fame that Modern Warfare brought for the game, the most obvious choice would be to have that sub-series remade onto the big screen. When the Call of Duty series began its ascent, there were ambitions for the different projects that could be launched under its name. Over the years, there have been a few pitches and ideas about this movie, and so far none of them are stacked. Each one of them has been scrapped, which is why we still haven't seen this film. But if they decide to base a film on the Modern Warfare games, we believe it would tell the perfect story while also being set in modern society. Also, they could go another direction and simply explore the origin of the game, which would be in World War II. Either way, no matter what the story will revolve around, we bet it'll be a film worth watching, but one that we'd likely have to wait a while for. You'll love this video next.